Welcome to Podcast on Wheels, a show to be named later. I'm Brian.
And I'm Courtney.
And we're going to name this show based off of your feedback. That's what we have decided to do. So we're going to leave it in y'all's hands and have some fun with it. So as we're putting together this show for you guys who have followed us for years, thank you. Thank you for all your support in Courtney's softball and my baseball and the truck lots and the insurance businesses and all the the bands and programs and workouts and fitnesses.
Yes.
And beginner programs and coaches certifications and I don't know. We've done a lot of things. We've done a lot of things and we've got some great experiences through those things. So just like with all the other podcast on wheels shows, we're going to focus on faith, family, fitness, and finance. Okay.
Right.
But Courtney and I can bring you some insight from our experiences, and I've lived in over 36 different locations. I've met that many different people. In the last 20 years, I've been a part of 17 different businesses. Mm-hmm. You've been a part of
like seven
at least of the
six or seven of
those. Seven of those plus yours. Mm-hmm. Your other 3, 4 from this to that, I don't know. Probably 22, 24.
Combined, yeah, I would say so.
That we were a part of getting the LLC started. That we were a part of getting the bank accounts going, or we came in and was hired, retained as a consultant, or
growth.
Yeah.
Wow. So, yeah, I hadn't even thought about consulting parts. Yeah, we haven't even considered that. Okay.
So, we've had a lot of experiences, and here recently we've been able to help a lot of people even more with their beginning. So that's the main purpose of this show, is so that we can provide information. We charge for our coaching, we charge for the fitness programs that are coming, and with the ones that we've had, and there's a lot of things that we charge for, but at the same time, why not put together a show where we talk about it, we share the information, we get your feedback, and then
why keep it to ourselves?
So from the faith standpoint, we grew up similar but different.
Yes.
Right. So I grew up as my dad was a preacher. We lived in a lot of different places. Like I said, my dad went from church to church every couple of years, I think, to provide the niche that he provided for those churches and help them know their capacity. So anyway, I got a lot of experience on the faith side.
Yes.
To see how different churches work, because guess what? They all don't work the same, right? I mean, they have traditions and laws and bylaws and bullshit. So, and some of them are good. I'm not saying all churches like that, but so the faith side there, and then having faith in myself, because when you go that many different places, I meet a lot of people. I've got to be able to go up and say, I am Brian. I will. Like, you have to be assertive, because if not, they're not going to know who you are, and you're in and out, right? So, but when you're good looking and you can talk to people, life is good. So, Courtney, help us out here on your faith part. Where are you at in your journey with the faith?
Yeah, well, you said that we kind of grew up similar but very different. It was, we were Southern Baptist, okay. We were believers, but I know the story about why we stopped going to church more than any Bible study story from that time, as far as the details of it. So not until recently, and this is where I lean on you heavily, really understanding, attending church is not, being a believer is not all that's asked of you. That's the minimum. And so realizing that, that's just I'm in the nosebleed seats. I'm here, but I really don't know what's going on.
You might be on the Zoom link.
I might have the Zoom link. I may not be.
You're not in the stadium yet.
Right. I know where the Zoom link is. They're going to send me the password. But, it was more than just that, and how deep it really is, and really studying the Bible. So that part, and I feel like faith in just a career move. I tied a lot of my identity to a sport.
Yeah.
So going through that and just been like, wow, like it's taught me all these things, but there's a huge world out there outside of that. So, um, being prepared for that, and moving through that, took a lot of, self-reflection and faith.
And that's a great segue into the family part, right? So if we're going from the faith right into the family, just continue with your thought pattern right there, because now that you have shut down, I say shut down, I still, we're still talking to softball people. It's not like we don't talk to those friends and the people that we worked with there, but we had a fishing story the other night, and you can go into it as much as you need to as a mama, but just share with us those experiences versus and why. What's different now?
So it's not the first time we've been fishing. It's not the first time, that the weather was perfect. It wasn't the first time that we listened to those songs and had that experience, right? We have of course we have a little routine, right? So just that particular moment, it was like, the business that we're in now, and where we're at with our faith, because I used to be consumed with running the business and, oh my God, I got to get this and I got to get this and then I got to answer this person and this person's paying in this email, because I didn't have a lot of organization. So it weighed on me. So normally when we had family time like that, I would be so consumed with what I wasn't getting done with work. It was hard for me to be in the moment. I may not be talking or saying it, but my brain was consumed. So to know that I didn't have to be consumed with anything, because we're back working together, which gets to be a whole nother show, but we're working together again in our business, which helps both of us. So I know I don't have to be on the job right now. I'm just mom and wife. So knowing that I'm to do that and being aware enough to do that.
So the faith, the family's coming around.
Yeah.
The fitness, we'll definitely dive into several shows there.
Yes.
Because Courtney's college degree is biochemical engineering. Therefore, from a nutritional standpoint, from an ingredient standpoint, from a supplement standpoint, from bringing our new partners in Alchemist X in, for all those things that we can bring from a fitness side, and
health
from just moving. Corrective exercise specialist of the year. Courtney's been on stage as bodybuilding.
Right.
We may do that again. We may. Who
we'll
knows?
See. Yeah, we'll see.
I say we as in it's a family sport.
Yes, it is definitely a family
sport. She'll be the one on stage. So there's things to come from fitness. There's opportunities. And when we get into the finance side, really and truthfully, it just comes down to numbers.
Right.
It just comes down to, if we want this many hours with our family for our fitness and to spend growing our faith, then this is what we need to do in the finance world.
Yes.
So would you say we have more of a scarcity or abundance mindset here for this show? Abundance. Okay. Explain that mindset from finance. Sum it up and give us 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Boom. Finance.
I mean, it's not really ours.
Okay.
It's a tool.
Okay.
And I've sold tools before, guides on what to do with those tools. And that's really all money is. And we've used those tools the wrong handle, held it the wrong way, and used it the wrong way enough times. We know how to be smart with it.
Yeah, we've used nets with holes in them, if you will. Some of those tools. So we've had all those experiences. So
yes,
guys, we're going to keep this show about this amount of time each round.
Yeah,
we're going to dive into specific topics. Remember, we need your help on naming the show here. But thank you for watching Podcast on Wheels, a show to be named later. This is Brian.
And this is Courtney.